What's good in the web? This is your boy back again, Q the Geek, with some of that Nintendo NS, that Nintendo Switch hype, news, and notes. And you know, it's almost been a week since I finally laid my hands on this Nintendo Switch after ages and ages and hours and hours and hours of waiting and speculating. But not only that, but I just want to show off some of this beautiful Breath of the Wild. It is a great game, and I'm just in the infancy of the game. And I will say this: if any game was the game to start with, it would be, for Nintendo, Zelda, Mario, or Metroid. And Nintendo's never started a system with Pokemon, but that's a whole nother topic on everything else. What are my first initial impressions of the Nintendo Switch? Well, I've done more than a few things on the Nintendo Switch, such as took it to work and used the portable handheld portion of the system. And while I was initially skeptical to try anything Joy-Con related, because I felt that we kind of already, went through that era, even with the addition of the HD Rumble, which I still do not feel is fully implemented yet, because the Nintendo Switch is not yet fully a full system, which we'll get to in a moment. But the Joy-Cons are actually a lot better than I expected them to be, because they're bigger than I thought they were, and the system in whole is not as large as I thought it would be, because it's sleek. It's around the size of a Wii U gamepad. However, it's actually so thin, it's so sleek, and the color and the texture of this system makes it actually feel like when I'm playing it, because I choose to play on the Pro Controller more, but when I'm playing it, it's been more than a few times. I tweeted this, what was it, the other day when I was playing Zelda, damn, it does not feel like I'm playing a Nintendo system. And while I'm not saying that Nintendo does not have great systems or have never made great systems, because the Super Nintendo still holds that #1 spot in my heart personally, it's that the new age sleekness and design of this technology, Nintendo failed to capitalize on that, or they just didn't care. So far, I'm really enjoying the system. I even tried to do the system with the Joy-Cons docked on the little controller dock that you get with the controller, with the system itself, and that, surprisingly, while it's a little smaller than the Pro Controller, it's actually really comfortable. It's lightweight, and even though the buttons are a little pushed together, I actually didn't mind it. For a minute there, I had to stop, regroup, and then say, hey, let me go back to the Pro Controller, because it has that right size and that right weight. But if I did not get the Pro Controller, I would be satisfied just for the time being with the controller thing with the Joy-Cons. But enough with the foreplay. It's basically a rush launch, to say the least. There's no apps, there's no Netflix, there's no web browser, there's still friend codes in the infancy of the system, and there's really primarily only one game. And while I was thinking about getting 1-2 Switch, I declined to getting 1-2 Switch because it's $49.99. Not to mention, one of the 4-player games that I grew up with and loved was Bomberman 64, and this new adaptation of Bomberman R looks really good. Even the quirky Teen Titans type of cartoony feel to it, interests me, but at a $49.99 price tag. And then I wanted to get I Am Setsuna, and I still gonna get I Am Setsuna. And $39.99, I'll pay for a Square Enix game of anything that has anything remotely to do with a Chrono Trigger, even if it's a copycat or a wannabe. I'll buy it. But the Nintendo Switch is actually a very promising system, even with this lackluster interface that it has so far. And it's already not only in sales, because it just hit over 1 million sales, and Breath of the Wild actually sold better at launch than Mario 64, and we still hold Mario 64, everyone in gaming pretty much holds Mario 64 as ushering in that new fully 3D open world game. So if that's the case, then wow. I mean, this whole functionality with being a mobile device almost trumps the fact that it's not as good as the PS4 or the Xbox One in graphics. Not to mention the Pro is already out and the Scorpio is on the horizon. It's not as powerful, but it's one of those things that it's hard to fully explain until you hold it into your hands, and then you see the sleekness, you see the design, and you see the promise. And retailers love this thing because you can do decals, you can do stickers, and all the accessories. And once retailers love something and they start making money, then other third parties are going to be like, okay, well, because of the features, the functions, and people are buying it, we have to make games for it. And that's what I'm hoping that happens, because that's a good thing not only for Nintendo but a good thing for gaming. Is Nintendo back in, I'm not even gonna say the front, I mean just Nintendo's actually in the conversation again and becoming a household name. And that's what it's been like when I take mine outside, from being at work or from actually just having it out and somebody see it, or you just talking about it. You know, it's kind of like how Pokemon Go was when Pokemon Go was out. But it is a lot of work that needs to be done. But again, it has so much promise. I just don't understand how the hell this is a Japanese company and anime and video games are like peanut butter and jelly. You gotta have a damn a Crunchyroll app. You gotta have a Funimation app. I know it's coming. It's coming. It has to be coming, because with no web browser, you can get away with that if you have apps. And again, and then this is just, we're just the betas that have the Nintendo Switch in the beginning, and it's a good system. It's so much promise to it. But hopefully Nintendo has been listening, and because they've been listening thus far for a little bit recently, but they have been listening, and they give us some of these core basic things. Abolish these friend codes, and let's just get rid of these friend code things altogether and be able to search by usernames. Let's get some quality apps like HBO Go and Amazon. Like, one of the best features about this Switch is the fact that you can play the game and little indie games and play Netflix and Hulu and HBO Go and stuff on the go. I mean, moms, pops, dads, grandmas, everybody will want to do that, and then hook some exercise games to it. This is the perfect blend of core and casual if they play their cards right. But anyway, this has been your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood geek, and my first impressions of the Nintendo Switch is promising. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy Zelda, but that's going to be on a later thing. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all things gaming and all things geek. Peace!